grumpy. I can't handle change. Well, gain the power suit like a Metroid powers. You gain it throughout the games. You gain the power suit while you're doing quest lines. Then we can introduce interesting new characters to the franchise. I've done something myself as a bit of a writer, so I actually written a few characters. Number 1 would be Samus Aran's girlfriend. Heard that right, girlfriend. I believe that Samus Aran being a lesbian would be of great use. It would be a great statement for Nintendo or Naughty Dog to make. That's right, Samus Aran is a lesbian. Get over it, racist. We can introduce characters like that would really bring lore and continuity and also amazing characterization to a character that for now has been a little bit of a blank slate and nothing more than sex appeal. I mean, look at the ending of Metroid 1. What is she wearing underneath that suit? A bikini? That's atrocious. Put something on, mate. Put something on. You're in space. Space is cold. What are you doing there with the bikini? That's not right. And because of that, we need to tone down Samus' sex appeal. There will be no Zero suit. Her Zero suit will instead have her in a hoodie. She has a hoodie and sweatpants. Because in this modern day, who wears a one-piece singlet? Nobody! And Samus Aran will no longer carry a gun in her Zero suit. We want her to feel vulnerable inside of her Zero suit. Instead, she will be using what she rounds around and craft in the real world. For example, Samus Aran's trusty bow, like Lara Croft in Tomb Raider, like Horizon Zero Dawn, like Ellie, like Abby, like The Last of Us 1 and 2, she uses a bow. Or that kid Loki from God of War, she uses a bow. Gaming company doesn't deserve their character in what game company I would replace them with. Number 2, Sonic. Sega doesn't deserve Sonic. Sonic Mania already showed us Sega doesn't know what they're doing. That game was a derivative of trash. No, I don't care what you pay. Tell me, how many times do I need to play Green Hill Zone and run into spikes all the time? And run into characters? There's just no more room. I can't see where they're coming from. This game's made for babies. That's why I believe Sonic should go into the hands of more developer. And the developer that I would like to take control of the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise is go to Don't Nod or Telltale Games if they were still around. Now I know what you're thinking, Rational Gamer. I don't like that. Sonic the Hedgehog needs fast-paced and have a lot of stuff. And I would say, wow, I can't hear you, you stupid baby. Get back in your crib and go to sleep. The adults are talking. And speaking of adults, I think that their game should bring back the most popular thing about Sonic. That's right, the Archie characters. It has to bring back everybody's first crush, sexiest Sonic female character, Sally Acorn. Sally Acorn is one of the hottest, sexiest characters put on print. Now I believe that it's high time for her to get the game around. But she wouldn't fit, I hear you say. There's nothing in there. The amazing game Sonic Forces showed us that game truly was missing one thing. It had Sonic, it had the Freedom Fighters, under a different name though, but it didn't. Sally. When you saw me in my playthrough, I made my character, Sally Acorn, and I felt a little chipped. Why wasn't Sonic having a relationship with my character? Where were the dialogue choices? Where was the option to be able to throw shadow and make a love triangle? I know what you're thinking. How interesting, Rational Game. I see where you're coming from. But would this work with BioWare? I believe not. With BioWare, we might get too much gameplay that would distract from the stories that we could tell from the Sonic the Hedgehog universe. Imagine, if you will, if we took amazing characters like Julie Sue and the whole Echidna tribe, and we make that into a chapter inside of an episodic Sonic the Hedgehog storied game. You come in as Sonic the Hedgehog and your choices to find who will take over South Island and Easter Island and all the other Sonic world. Will it be Gone? Will it be the Princess Acorn family? Could it be the beginning of the Echidnas coming back? Or could it be an Anarcho world? Or could Sonic somehow find it in himself to side with his most hated rival? That's right. We're gonna do something a little bit subversive. We're not gonna bring Eggman in. No, no, no. Eggman's too boring, and he's too overweight to be able to take him as a serious threat. That's why the villain of this game will be, and who you can side with and actually start a relationship with, as I mentioned in the video game that he appeared in, and his gang, there was a lot of sexual tension there. That's right. Zavik and the Deadly Six are the main villains of this game. That's why I say that I believe that the Deadly Six were totally criminally underutilized in video games and comics. I would have loved to see how Archie would have written them if they had the chance. Could Zavik have been a romantic interest for Sonic? I believe that bringing in a little bit of homosexuality into Sonic's universe would add the specter to it need. And making Sonic bi would actually show, or gay, would actually be a character development that I believe be well worth it. How else is he running away from Amy all the time? I mean, look at Amy. She's pretty cute. She even wears bloomers. Kinda looks like a diaper. I guess Sonic's not into big baby. And Zena, the beautiful temptress that she is, could be the person that we always Sonic X. That's right, Topaz. Zena could be Rouge's lesbian love interest. Because let's be honest, being with Knuckles is too boring. Shadow, I think she's as a friend. I think bringing in that lesbian energy would be very interesting in the game, and would make a lot of the more toxic Sonic fans come to terms with the racism and sexism, homophobia. And I think that this game not only could be fun, interesting, and have a great story, but send powerful messages. Think about it. We show Gun abusing echidnas. We show them throwing to the ground. Police brutality. And you have to decide whether to rise up with the Echidna Lives Matter group, or if you're going to side with the villainous Gun. Those are just some of the ideas. I'm planning on a full video of talking about how bringing the Archie characters to the Sonic universe could bring a great amount of story and a much more interesting world. Remember to go onto Twitter and definitely tweet #RallyForSally, and she definitely needs to be in the next video game. Number 3. And today, our final entry at number 3, I believe Time Splitters needs to come back. But this time, it needs a little bit more of a mature edge. Something to make people grasp on and feel. With one of the best storytellers in history, with a track record of amazing video games that always sell phenomenally, come out with intended, I believe that Time Splitters to be given over, makers of the phenomenal games Borderlands the pre-sequel and Borderlands 3. Gearbox is one of my favorites of all time. Not to mention, the writing freaking pardon my language, but the writing's fucking hilarious and definitely badass. And not to mention, not only is their comedy funny, but it also evolves with time. We know now, going back to Borderlands 1, we know jokes that they have in that game are now a bit cringe mode. Midgets? I don't think so. That's right, I believe that Titanfall 3 should be made by EA Dice. Imagine big, bombastic battles, a little bit more slower paced, boots on the ground gameplay, and great amount of cinematography. And DICE have already proven that they know storytelling better than every other company out there with their amazing performance in Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 5. And my personal favorite, Battlefield 5. You're gonna say, wow, black man and woman on the cover. And I'm just going to what the EA boss said. Shut up, baby. The adults are talking here. Okay? Babe. My little daughter doesn't need to cry at night because she can't play as a female paraplegic inside a Battlefield 5. Shut up, baby. The adults are now playing the game. Besides, you shouldn't be playing this game, you little child. This game's rated N. You're mature. With Respawn working on other game titles, I believe that they need to give up on the Titanfall franchise and finally do what's right. That's right, they need to give Titanfall to the more confident developers at EA Dice. Known for the best-selling phenomenal franchise, Battlefield, and the top-selling game of last year. I don't care what the reports say. They're wrong. I played Battlefield. I played Battlefield since the beta, as I pre-ordered the game, and I could tell you that the game was amazing and had no faults of its own. It's the racist's fault that the game failed. Awesome games that were killed by race. Number 2, Paper Mario Origami King. Why won't you buy the game? They're amazing. They're just RPGs like you asked. No coin mechanics anymore, and it has some of the most colorful and creative bosses. And I'm not kidding with that colorful term, as one of the bosses, uniquely, is a box of crowns. How hilarious of an idea! And is it definitely a Paper Mario thing to do? It's a box of crowns! What other game do you fight a box of crowns? Of amazing scenes like trying to cheer up somebody after a character died, and you get to see all these funny Nintendo cameos. Bomber is dead! Oh no, mate! You have to dress up like Samus Aran and cheer up your friend. Hilarious! Top tier rating! They say the Mario games know that is hilarious, definitely intentional black comedy. Number 2! Battletoads! Some people, namely babies, couldn't understand that the new design for the Battletoads was much more like a Saturday morning cartoon.
Why didn't people buy this game? They bought the racist, sexist, homophobic Streets of Rage 4. I hated that game. I mean, Cherry is supposed to be how old now? Well, look at this Battletoad.